I love it. Beautiful. This is the 这个是招牌的 This is signature. This is kimchi. Beautiful.
哦。Is it easy to get people to make this up?
So every taste will be the same, packed with the same ingredient. Quality has to be there.
Of course, yeah. Try again.
Try again.
Nice. 还不错吧？
可以。
谢谢。
You right? You right? Oh, echo. Wow, look at this. Yeah. All the pool cues, yeah. Oh, okay, right. Good. Wow. All the repairs. Yeah, good. Thank you. All right. Very good. How you doing? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
can't do any better than that.
Welcome everybody. You're watching the final of Fang Imperial Snooker 3, live from the Ronnie O'Sullivan Snooker Academy. We're streaming live on Facebook and live to YouTube, so choose your preferred platform. My name's Jason Colebrook. I'm joined by John Dangerfield. Welcome, John.
Good evening, all. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, it's fun to be joining you for some snooker commentary.
Yeah, this will be an interesting match tonight. This is a repeat of Fang 2 months ago, where Jaden was victorious 3-2, a fairly close battle.
You calling something similar this evening, or?
I don't know. Peter came into a bit of form yesterday. He looked quite sharp. Made a string of breaks. I think he made 9 breaks, a 70, a few 50s and 60s.
Well, okay.
Jaden was not quite at his best yesterday, but he did proceed through quite comfortably.
So, I guess Peter's been playing a bit more competitively recently. He just got back from Australia, was that?
Yes, just got back from Australia. He lost in the semi-final of the Pacific International Billiards to Rob Hall, a good friend of Peter's. Rob's world number 2.
Peter's still at world number 1?
No, Peter's now number 3.
Oh,
He
okay.
didn't play a lot of tournaments when England got firing again after COVID and we were still shut. Peter didn't play as many events, and then he had a couple of disappointing results by his standard. He lost to Rob in one event. He drew a former professional making a comeback who had a purple patch. He had a little run of outs.
Well, first chance went to Jaden then, and he took it. It's a nice positional shot as well to hold for the pink. I don't know if he can hold again, or whether he's going to have to run down for that loose red here. Look, it looks the way how he's cueing it that it's going to hold.
Jaden's been training hard.
Oh,
And that wasn't even close.
yeah, I'm surprised he missed it thin as well, because usually when you're trying to hold it, you're going to miss it thick,
Yes.
trying to keep the cue ball from travelling, right? So he's passed up good opportunity. Back to Peter here.
Thank you to our sponsor, Fang, the dumpling people. They make delicious dumplings. They've got outlets in Raffle City, Century Square, MOQ Hub, and there'll be a new outlet opening soon, just not quite sure of the dates, at Takashimaya. Forgive me if my pronunciation is not very
That's
good.
pretty good. It's up on the big one up on Orchard Road.
Okay,
He held that well, because he came quite short on that blue.
yes.
Presuming here, obviously, the red goes between the yellow and brown.
Peter can play some of these shots where everyone else needs a rest. There's nobody else would be playing that without a rest.
Yeah, I think he's even taller than me. He's got to be 6'3", I think.
No, he's 6'5".
6'5".
Yeah, he's 195.
Right. Well, he's a good deal taller than me.
And quite flexible too. I think he's 50.
Oh, we don't want to get into that, Jason, do we? I know you guys are good friends, but yeah, please.
But no, he can reach the ball just in amazing positions.
Yeah, he's done well to get back in prime position, really. Oh, yeah, I think it's just
Not
okay.
too bad.
Just okay.
A couple of choices of reds there.
Yeah, just right from the first few shots, it's he's looking sharper than I've seen him recently. So it's nice to see him get it back his form.
And Jaden hasn't always started well in these matches. I think he's in this one. He'd be disappointed about in almost every first frame.
What's Jaden's? I mean, I'm not so into the snooker scene, as you know. I'm more into playing the pool.
Yes.
But what's Jaden's ranking in Singapore? Is he?
He's not ranked in Singapore.
Oh,
Because he's missed all the ranking events through one reason or another. Earlier this year, he was entered in a tournament in Australia that carries a 2-year tour spot. So because of that, he couldn't go into national snooker. Then he actually got COVID and couldn't go to Australia either. Recovered from COVID the day after he could have played in the national snooker. There was another event where I think he was working, or for some reason he just missed the entries. Because of COVID, there hasn't been as many ranking events as there might otherwise be. So he doesn't have a ranking. But he's widely regarded by the players as the guy to beat at the moment.
right.
He's won all three of these, and he won our last U-Drivers Sunday snooker as well.
Okay. And he's obviously he is Singaporean.
Yes.
Yeah. Is the snooker ranking the same as the pool ranking, that you have to be a Singaporean?
Yes. You have to
Citizen
be
to
yes,
join?
Singapore PR.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, or PR. Bridging over a ball, these are easy to miss. Has
Yeah.
to put a little bit of authority on this to get on the black.
Oh, he's decided to stay low, and even then,
Yes.
wobbled
They're
out.
very easy to miss. All the tables here at Rosser are star tables, the standard professional pockets. So they're pretty tight. They've only just been recovered about a month ago, so the cushion cloths are new and there's a little bit of slide into the pocket, but they're still quite tight.
Yeah, not a very substantial lead for Peter. Jaden, if he gets in around the black as he is, he should be able to catch up pretty quickly now.
Couple of loose reds.
He's come perfect down on the blue there.
Jaden had a masterclass recently, a short one with Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things that Ronnie spent some time with him on is breaking the pack.
He might do it here actually. If
Yes, another, he might
he
take
could
this.
run through and push
No,
off the red.
I think he'll break it off the plate.
He might be able
Well,
to
he may
just shift
be
one
able
or
to
two
just
out.
shift one.
Yeah. If he runs through here.
Yeah, good call. Very nice angle now.
I think taking that lowest red on the pack would open up the one above it to the opposite corner as well.
Yeah.
It might do.
Ronnie was so good teaching them on how to assess the pack.
Right.
He's just looking at the balls and saying, good pack, bad pack, good pack, bad pack. You move the balls a tiny little bit and he can see where you can get the cue ball into them to separate them. And other packs, he just say, bad pack, no point screwing into that.
Right. Okay.
Both players are quite quick, both players very attacking, so I think we'll have a good game tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to watch the pace they're playing, I have to say. It's great stuff. So he's trying to see if he can get on that red, because that would open up the remaining 3.
Yes.
Looks pretty good. He might have got just a bit far. Oh, it's
No,
good.
he likes it.
He likes it, yeah. Oh. I thought he might have been able to open them again there, but perhaps the bottom one still goes to the opposite side now.
It might do, yeah.
Looks like he's come a bit straight on this, doesn't he? Or is he gonna? Can he punch it?
I think he's got a little bit of angle. Looks like he's hitting the cue ball high though and running through.
Oh wow!
Oh, look at the top spin on that. That's good cueing.
That was a tremendous shot. That really
That's
was.
good cueing.
Not only the top spin, but a ton of left-hand side.
Yeah, yeah.
Incredible shot, really.
That's really good cueing. It's actually come a bit too far.
Oh, he might be getting the rest out here. It's one that Peter could probably reach, I should imagine.
Yeah. But he's got a choice here. He can pop this with a little bit of right-hand side and disturb those other 2 reds, or he can just run back up for that loose red near where his cube the rest is now. Don't know which way he'll go then. It's just running up.
Oh, it's not going to get there. Oh. All right. That was really played to perfection, because if that had been any harder, he'd have had...
Yes.
This red now would have been...
Very tough.
Yeah, and it's tough enough as it is, right?
The break's 46 so far.
He's going to stun across here, soft screw across the face of the other 2 reds there. Oh,
That's nice.
lovely. Again, is it a bit straight?
I think these reds, one of them probably goes in the middle.
Right.
And one of them probably goes up the end. Unless he can screw back and take the higher red.
You've got two choices. You've got to come back with the left-hand side or go forward with the right-hand side. And it looks like he's choosing the back option. And it's also very nicely played.
This is a lovely break. A bit unlucky where that loose red's finished there.
He judged it well though to make contact off the red and still come the right side of the blue. I think it still goes that one back to the black. If he just stays high, it should be okay, right? He might even come for the one on the cushion now. Was it 30 points in front? He does need that red on the cushion, right? 40 points in front, so it could be 48 in front and 35 in the table. He doesn't need it. Doesn't need the red on the cushion.
No, but this red's match frame ball. Lovely. Break 61 now.
So it was like you said, he he missed an early one, but then he didn't need a second. He didn't need a third chance. Let's say. It was played very very nice.
It's been a classy break.
Yeah.
There were those 6 reds bunched up, and he's just wheedled them out one by one.
That's definitely sealed it.
Now, he had this exact shot the other day to make 100 break, and he played it hard. And we all thought that he should have rolled this black in and left himself a long yellow instead of being too clever.
And then he's remembered it.
He hit that shot much harder and tried to get much in closer to yellow, which made the shot so much more difficult. Same thing, he was on the cushion.
Right. So his advisors have been vindicated.
Yes. 78, 25 on the table, so he can make 100 here. We haven't had a 100 break in a roster tournament yet, apart from Ronnie O'Sullivan, for that tour.
Right.
But we've had lots of high breaks. We've got a 92, few 80s. Not too bad.
So he needs all three for the
He
century.
does. He's on 85, 18 on the table.
This is going to be tough to get nicely on the pink. I think he's just gone the wrong side. He's going to have to. It's tough to tell, right?
Yes,
if he's
very hard
straight
to
or,
tell.
Oh, he's down on it quick, so it looks like he does have a nice angle.
All day yesterday, I was steering him up about when's the 100 coming.
Right. Let's hope that's not in his head as he's shooting now. Otherwise, we can blame you, Jess.
Yeah,
Wow.
lovely.
Well done.
Lovely. 103 break, very close.
Is there an extra price for that?
Well, I don't know whether we have the $100 for 100 watt break bonus here at Rossett for all members.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's still applying in a tournament. I don't see why not.
Okay.
Plus, he's just picked up $100 for the high break for the tournament.
Right.
It was 76 by Bernard Tay. First visit and Bernard's first match.
Yeah.
And he's now favourite to take out this match. So that was a very useful break.
Yeah.
Anyone watching the stream who hasn't been to the Ronnie O'Sullivan Snooker Academy, do come and see us. We're at the grandstand, level 3 at the grandstand. There's 12 snooker tables, 16 pool tables, and we're open 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. 7 days a week. The referee for this match is Lily Liu. She's actually the sport development manager for Q Sport Singapore. She organises and coordinates their referees. Lily was the lucky person to referee on his 147.
Ah, yeah. I had some friends videoing that with their phones, and I noticed she was doing that. So is there some footage from his visit that is going to come out officially?
Yes, there is. We haven't had time to edit it all yet. The 147 we released fairly quickly, but not before 6 or 7 people in the audience released it.
Right.
One guy had released it straight away, and had 7,000 views, I think, before the exhibition was over.
Oh, wow. Was it a decent quality recording that he had?
Not too bad. Wrong angle, but not too bad. This is a bit tricky. Peter's got to catch this thin, make sure he misses that red on the side cushion. He's played it thick instead. The danger is that you bring that red down into play.
Isn't enough much though. Is he going to go at this, Jaden? Stun across for the black. I think it will go in the same pocket. Right?
Yeah, he might. He's got a little pink now.
The only. Well, he'd be leaving the red above the black though if he missed it. That would be the concern, right?
He's probably in an attacking mood.
Looks like he's queuing the other side of it to me. But
I think he's putting into the right bottom pocket to be on the pink.
I didn't realise he went across there. Yeah, definitely a better
Not
option
bad.
because he
Yep.
doesn't leave anything.
No, not a bad try.
What's Peter spotted? A triple, or does it squeeze past? I suppose he's going to concentrate more on the cue ball here.
You'd think he's aiming for the ball cushion behind the brown. If he makes a pot bonus.
He was going for the triple, I think.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps he was going just to knock that red away from the pocket.
Yes, maybe.
But he's got a beautiful
He's got
cue
a good
ball.
cue ball.
He's covered that red. Oh, it looks like he had, but obviously not. Maybe not. He's going straight down on that.
Looks like Jaden's playing that red on the side cushion.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he's going up to the one over the pocket from behind.
Oh yeah.
A little safety.
Yeah, good job. I think you can stand there, Jaden. That's where the cue ball's coming back to.
Yeah. It's not easy to get there actually.
No, there's a couple of, you have to be very thin off. What you doing?
Might be containing. Playing this with power to wobble
Yes.
it and send the cue down. Cube down. Sort of a shot to nothing, right?
Oh, our screen's frozen.
Oh, this one's okay, bro.
Oh, okay, the other one's okay.
But he's got the cue ball. He's looks like he got too much right hand on it. Something.
Yeah.
He's come and hit the blue.
I'd be disappointed with that safety. He's with 2.5 feet short of where he wanted to be. 750 millimetres, I should say.
I'm going to chip off of this one. Thin. Should go into that other red on the cushion, so he's not going to push anything over the pocket. Oh, he's
Got that quite thick.
Yeah. I think it's okay. It's probably cuttable, but
It is cuttable.
the cue ball's going to be
Yes,
all over the place. Right?
It would have to be in the lap of the gods, but it may have no choice. There's
Yeah,
no other
safety's as
obvious
tough, isn't
thing. Yeah. I'm very pleased for Jaden with that 100 break.
Yeah, that was great to see.
Makes lots of hundreds in practice.
Doesn't look like he's taking it on.
No, I think he's
Push
playing
it to
some
the
sort of
top.
safety.
Yeah. Just a containing safety. It's also not easy again. It could come off the side of the one behind the black and
Yes.
go off over here. It's not doing that. And this is a cut with the right hand side to try and avoid the balls from down behind the yellow and the blue. Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's got a good weight on the cue ball. Jaden will probably play safe off that same red.
He's got him right in the cushion there, I think. It's a very nice weight.
No, he's going to hit that one. Oh, that looked very dangerous, taking that
A
on.
bit of a miscalculation. So his
Yeah.
Peter's check. I think he's on the one to the middle.
I really think Jaden should have played safe off that red down on the top rail.
So he can play position on the pink for this. I think he can play on the pink in the opposite middle. Or he can come up for the black, of course. He's got that sort of middle.
Yep, nice. Both of these guys have got beautiful cue action. In the billiards world, we're all envious of Peter's cue action. Billiards players are, not all, but by and large, a little bit sloppier with their technique than the snooker players. And Peter's action is just beautiful.
That's what makes the difference.
Oh, he's got so much cue power when he needs it.
He doesn't like it. Something he's not happy about. Perhaps he can't hold for that other red near to the right pocket. If it's a bit high, when he's looking about going down onto the cushion in between those two reds, maybe stunning down. It's just got slightly too much angle.
Yes, it's just not quite right.
So I think he has tried to hold it. And
Yeah.
to play it for the pink, or maybe even the blue.
I think the angle on this red, he's done it going down for the ball colours, maybe even behind the ball colours. Bit hard to tell with the video
He
angle.
can hold for the blue. Slot softly drop it in.
Oh yes, easily.
Oh, but he's overcut it, hasn't he? Something froze. No,
Screen's frozen again.
I think it dropped in. But I can't see where the cue ball is. No, it's okay. It's back
This one
again.
keeps freezing, that one.
He'll be happy with that.
What he's going to do here?
I mean, if he's straight, he can just do a stop shot. But if he's got some angle, it's a bit more tricky, right?
He's on a red, I think.
Oh, he's got a.
Yeah,
he's
he just played the green.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not with it.
This is a tricky red.
Indeed, that's yeah.
Now he's going to play the other
Oh,
one.
this is tough. I mean, where's the cue ball going here? Into that red, and then try and hold for the pink.
Yeah,
Shot like
so
that with the rest, very tough. Huh?
So danger for Peter now. There's quite a few loose reds. 3 on the cushions, but there's a lot of other loose reds. We just stun up for the pink here into the opposite middle. It's hard to tell from here whether when the pink goes back on its spot, it interrupts that other loose red near where the pink spot would be. But
It
he's
might
got
end
that-
up on the blue spot if that red's
Yeah.
not on it.
But he's got this nice red, the leftmost red. No, he's decided that one of these 2 reds goes up to the pink spot.
Well, she almost put it on the blue spot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Must have
Goes
heard you.
easily on there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is looking dangerous for Peter.
He can roll through for the black now, right? Ooh, he's overhit it.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
No. No jump shots.
No.
You can't get the jump cue up. He won't be happy with that.
No, he
So
won't be. That's a reprieve for Peter. Jaden will be disappointed there. He may just play this down onto the brown, let the cue ball triple through onto the top rail. Maybe off the green. I think he's going to brown.
Cue ball's better on the left-hand side as we look at it, because
Yeah.
the safety is more difficult, right? So he wants the cue ball on that side too.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
more
right one.
difficult to come down past those 2 loose reds.
I think he'll play off the red near the black, but he may play off the red near the pink. That one could easily disturb the other reds and pop something over the pocket.
Oh, he has played that one.
Yeah,
That's well judged. Under hit though.
yeah, that was dangerous.
Jaden will be go taking this one on.
Yeah.
What's he going? Trying to work out if he can hold for the. What's he going to play for though? Pink looks like it's blocked to both pockets, but it might go past this red.
Yes, it might go into the left
So he's just
top
going to
pocket.
screw across. Screw directly across to where the other red is. He's got into that too much. Oh, he probably didn't even
Yeah,
play
no,
for
he's
pink.
playing for a ball colour
Right.
there.
Let's play for the one in the middle.
A little bit hot. No, I think he was playing for that left-hand red and he's overhit it.
Right. Just to do a stop shot for the
Yeah.
black, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he had that one as an insurance ball.
Yeah,
So he's going to try and get on that next. Leave himself the same angle again on the yellow. Or the blue.
he'll take the yellow.
It may have been
He's had a practice of this shot, so he should get it right this time.
right. I like trying to get the blue back on the spot off that shot though.
It's a bit hot too.
And pink has come to his rescue.
Now he's in good shape here.
So scores are almost level though, so he does need. He's probably going to need at least one of those 3 reds that's on the
Yes.
cushion.
Slightly awkward angle on this one.
that's a great shot.
Lovely shot.
Yeah. Forward here.
Nice. Stun up for one of those two reds below the pink.
Oh! Didn't see that one coming.
No.
He was looking so comfortable.
Oh no.
Another chance for Peter. He's got to
Yes.
make this one count. I mean, he really has to. And it's not easy to put the frame away from here, though, with the 3 reds of spilling cushion.
No.
So, I'm going to say you've got to take the frame here, but it's not easy. But he at least has to get 4 reds and four colours here, you think, and, to stay in the match, really. Doesn't look phased though, still nice and relaxed.
Oh. Not happy with that one.
He wasn't feeling perhaps as relaxed as he looked, because you wouldn't expect Peter to miss that.
No, you wouldn't.
So after that first frame with the century, this one's
A little bit more scrappy.
showing up a few mistakes, yeah. Nice, done well to stay on that red. Still left it a little bit tricky.
It's not too bad. So he has a lot of work to do here.
He's got that pink waiting over the centre for him. Just doesn't want to get stuck behind the blue or the yellow after this, which I'm sure he won't. Oh, he held that very well.
Can't tell here if he has an angle to run down into those reds.
You like doing that?
No, he's just going to take the one on the outside. It's 38 to 13. Doesn't look like he's quite straight enough to just screw over onto the rail.
He's going to leave himself an angle. Just go screw back. Just basically dead weight dropping that in there.
No, this is a tough spot. On these tight pockets, these are very missable. But he doesn't have to do anything clever with the cue ball. Just has to roll this in.
So he's around 33 in front, still 51 on the table, so he does need 2 reds and 2 colours to secure the frame. He's probably got to come across for the other side of the black. But I know he can hold it. Can hold it. It's gone in, very nice. And he's good on the black. So what like the one on the top cushion now?
Yeah, actually he needs one more red after this, but to secure the frame.
Yeah, he does, yeah. So, not an easy one either.
No.
Little look up to the skies there as he walks around. He knows this is frame ball.
Lovely shot.
Done.
Lovely shot. 42 ahead, 35 on the table. At least black. Peter won't come back to the table. And he'll be disappointed with this frame because he had a couple of chances. Chance early and then another good chance later on.
But I'm sure Peter, as the consummate professional that he is, he'll be out there in the next frame, fighting
Nice
just
shot.
as if it was the first.
Breaks on 40. Can make about 70 something.
around the back of the yellow here. Nice. He's feeling it now. Feeling in the zone.
Very good. So the brown will be the up one here. But they would have liked a tiny bit more angle to break that out.
Something like that. Is he going to do a big screw back or punch it off the bottom cushion? Oh, he could stun.
Yeah.
Stun across. Yeah.
Nice break, 52 break to secure the frame. For those who don't know about our Fang series, there's 4 of these events throughout the year. This is number 3. The players accumulate ranking points for each event, and then the top 8 come back in November and play for some more money in what will be a very exciting event. 1 match per night for 7 nights. Jaden and Theta are the 2 who are absolutely certain to make the playoffs. They're with 1 event to go. Chikiong and Tailun Gian are also almost certain of qualifying. And then there's a bunch of about 7 or 8 players, all in contention with 1 more of the events to go. Danny Lam, Lee Yong Wei, Marvin Lim, Simon Khan, Elmer Lim, Derek Coe, all in contention. Not much, only 20 points separating those 7 or 8 players. So it'll be pretty exciting when it comes around to the end of the year.
Is this the third one of these events?
Yes, this is the 3rd one. And these 2 players are miles ahead on the rankings. Please don't forget about our sponsor, Fang. They make absolutely delicious dumplings. My favourite are the fried ones. I think they're called gyoza or something like that.
Yeah, I've had them once. Like the ones with the chives with the sauce.
Very nice. Yeah. Their new flavour is oyster mee swa. Hope I'm pronouncing that right.
You can oyster me any day.
Yes. I've been to the Raffle City outlet. Very nice dumplings. And a very nice sort of bean curd drink. I don't know what its proper name is. It's sort of thick and creamy. Standard break. He's got a very nice break there. Jaden can hit that edge of that red. No, he's just tapped the table in recognition of a good break. I'll be hoping, yeah, just sneak this into the side of the pack. It was interesting watching the players play yesterday. These cushions have only recently been recovered and they were all underestimating the slide.
Right.
Everybody either that shot or escaping from snookers. They were all getting a bit too much slide. That's just perfect that way Jaden's played that, but Peter's ended up with a touching ball.
Would you say it's true that if you're playing a 3 cushion escape, it's going to slide more off the second one?
Yes. Yes.
I've noticed that, and I'm wondering whether it's just the effect that the ball's going slower. So if it's slower, it'll go longer. If it's moving slower, or there's something to do with the angle, or you lost the spin on the first one.
You know, everyone struggled yesterday. Even the guys who practice here regularly, they struggle. Even 1 cushion escapes. They nearly all missed them wide on the first try.
Are you polishing the snooker balls as well in between every match?
Yes, the balls are cleaned between every match, but we're not using product on them.
He's lucky to get away with that.
You're very lucky. Hit that way too thick.
So you're saying that you don't wax, but you polish. You clean them, but not wax them.
Use a little bit of ball cleaner every now and then, but not wax.
Right. But the pool balls get waxed.
Yes, the pool balls get waxed. It's a nice safety. Again, there's no obvious, so he must be able to hit the edge of this. He may run the cue ball down to behind the black here. Can't see how else he can get back to safe. Oh no, that's a
He's
good
checked
shot.
it up, but he's going to hit the blue.
Yeah, no,
That's-
that was
that's
a risk.
why
That
I
was a
think you're
big
right.
risk on that shot.
I think coming down onto the bottom
Mm.
cushion. With him. Maybe again because of the slide. I mean, that would have checked more if it
Yes,
wasn't sliding, right?
It's very easy sitting here in the commentary
Yeah.
booth to see the dangers of these shots.
Yeah. And if he'd made the shot, we wouldn't say anything.
No,
So, but can he? I don't think the black goes past the red,
Doesn't
right?
look
So,
like it.
is he going to
he
screw
might
out?
screw back to pink.
Just come around the back a bit. Oh,
Yeah,
what a
little
great shot!
angle.
I mean, it's
Little
just
angle.
this is very tough, though. I mean, what a tough shot to be faced with now, knowing that Jaden can pounce. This is race to 3, right? It's not. It's not race. It's not.
Best of 5, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So your Peter's back to the wall. That looks
Get
good.
in. All right. See him make a bit of a match out of this, but it's come tough now. I mean, he's got to force his way through the reds to get onto a colour here.
I've seen Peter play far more billiards matches than snooker, but he's a bit of the comeback king. He's never done. He's made 300 and 400 breaks when he's really under the pump, in pressure situations in billiards. And he might have got lucky there. Jaden may be able to pluck this red, but he'd need the long spider. I don't think he'll take it on.
I mean, even if he makes it, there's no value in it because
No.
the black doesn't go across
Yeah.
in that pocket, right? So I think for that reason alone, it's
No, he's going to try and get back down to ball corners.
and the only position he has here is the pink in the middle. If he can come behind that wall of reds, the pink I think will go across in the middle.
He's going to take this red on. I guess if you're 2-0 up and you've made 100 break.
He's probably thinking Ronnie would take this up. The thing I don't like about this is this red on the left cushion is in the way, right?
Yeah.
I just found the way through. Now he's going down for
Very
ball.
good shot. Very good shot. One
Yeah.
interesting thing I noticed about Ronnie, while he was here, he broke left-handed every time. I
Why'd you
asked
think
him
that?
about it, and he said, I just get a bit of cue ball when I break left-handed.
Ah, okay.
It's quite unusual.
Mm. Does he do that? Have you noticed him
I
doing
haven't
that?
noticed on, the normal matches, but
Yeah.
every single frame while he was here. And I thought maybe he was just doing it for his own entertainment.
Yeah, or practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he said, no, he gets a bit of cue ball when he breaks left-handed.
Okay, fair. I mean, he's obviously so comfortable. I mean, I heard that he in practice or when he's doing exhibitions, he's done 147s left-handed.
Yes. Yes.
So I mean, he obviously has no feeling like
Yeah.
he has a disadvantage from playing left-handed. Um,
Oh, missed that by a long way.
I mean, you see that
Missed
one
that by a long, long way.
you got to think that Peter's it's his last chance now. It's coming, it's not going to get many more chances with all the reds open, all the
No.
colours open, and a nice first starter. Let's go back up for the blue here. All right. Chance to apply some pressure here because if he does make a big break off Jaden missing that blue, which you'll think he
Yeah.
should have had, that'll put some pressure back onto Jaden.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do if your opponent makes a great shot to get in, makes a break. But if you've let your opponent in,
So just a slightly the wrong angle to run through for the black here. He can.
Oh,
He
okay.
can. Okay. And now I can just do a little soft screw back and hold for that red into the same pocket and clear the black into both pockets. But imagine that's what I'd like to do if he can. He may come too high, come too low. So he's looking at bumping it now because he's not got the angle he wants, or focused on
No,
something
you're gonna
completely
take,
different.
You're gonna take that difficult red.
You see that coming?
He's landed very nice
It's landed
on this
nice,
red.
yeah. Just a little soft
That's
spot.
exactly what you want. You want to be playing it, not, you know, red cushioned for the black, but to have this little angle where you can just stun across gently.
And now hopefully he can get the right angle to clear that red next to the black. Whether he bumps it or screws across for it.
Very difficult.
Yep.
He's a very accomplished snooker player, for those people who don't know. Peter, he made a 147 at the cricket club 2 years ago, I think. And 3 frames later, he missed a pink for another 147.
I heard
That's classy.
Yeah. He's made several in his career. I
He
think.
has, yes. But never in a tournament. He's made 147s in an exhibition, but never in a tournament.
He's also been Singapore national champion a few
He
times.
has, yes. There's a famous match for the wrong reasons, as far as Jaden's concerned. A quarter-final of the Singapore National Snooker Championship, 2019, I think. And Jaden had a easy pink to beat Peter, knock him out quarter-final stage. And he missed that pink. Peter went on to take the match. And mean people like myself keep reminding us of it.
I doubt there's any champion alive who doesn't have a story like that.
No.
I mean, if Peter clears up this, then it's going to be that blue that Jaden's going to be thinking about, right? It's really surprising this.
Break of 39.
Yeah. Just as we said that, I
Yes,
thought
he's
he's
not
looking
happy
good
with that.
for the frame, and then he's, I mean, there's
Underhit it by a
nothing
long
on
way.
now. I mean, unless he takes that down into the corner, that long red down into the left corner. There's nothing else on. I don't know if he's gonna. I mean, that's pushing the boat out, isn't it?
Yes, well, a lead of 54 to 1. I think a solid safety here is the smart play.
Right?
But he's an attacking player, an attacking mindset.
Yeah, he wants to get this frame over and done with at this visit. And he's taking it in the middle.
Very nice.
Right.
Very nice.
It's held nice for the green. Right? Well done.
Takes the break to 50.
And he's.
Another half a roll.
I think he's
all
okay, yeah. Still in recovery mode here, though. I mean, he should be okay after this one. Alright.
Nice angle on the black.
He wants another 2 reds.
That's lovely.
I mean, 1 red, and I think Jaden on these snookers, 2 reds would really stamp the frame home. Jaden won't come back now.
65 break now.
So he's got a ton on as well.
Yes. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I think we'd all love to see that.
That would be like, whatever you can do, I can do better. And then we'd have a match back on our hands, for sure. Well, we have anyway, really. Peter coming and playing back with him in a race to 3, 2-1 is anybody's game, really.
straight here, otherwise he's going to screw back or play for that red in the middle.
Yep, just play for it in the middle.
Oh,
no.
no. Oh no.
I'm not sure what he was. Maybe he was trying to go behind it.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted to break that red out.
Does it cut past the black? Nope.
Break of 81.
That's a shame. He's got a double. It's about all I can. Right? I think that's what he's got to go for.
He actually playing to cut it.
No, double. Oh, he's gone on the cut. You're right. I thought he was going to go for the double.
81 break, very nice.
Yep. Second highest break of the tournament.
Yes. Yep. So Jaden leads 2 frames to 1. With 2 very nice breaks, frame winning breaks, and 1 slightly scrappy frame.
So it's like you said, Peter. Now he's under a bit of pressure. So
Yes.
it's like it's brought the best out of him. It's not the opposite, which is what can sort of happen at the amateur level.
And maybe, you know, when you've been competing for, 35 or 40 years, you need that little bit of pressure to make yourself lift.
Tickle the senses into action.
Yeah. Thanks to all those who are watching our live stream from the Ronnie O'Sullivan Snooker Academy. We're streaming live on Facebook and streaming live to YouTube. You'll be able to find this video on YouTube after the match if you want to see the 100 break back again. Fourth frame, Jaden to break. So Lily, the referee's been blessed. She got to referee the 147 from Ronnie, and she got to referee the first 100 break in a tournament at Rossa.
Right.
Which I think's the first 100 break in a snooker tournament in Singapore for quite some time. Aloysius has made a 90 something, I think, down at Geelong in the SEA tournament this year. And a couple of 80 odd breaks. There wasn't a 100 break in the national snooker this year or last year.
It's good stuff.
Overcut by Miles. Oh,
It did look.
Oh, it looked overcut,
yeah,
didn't it?
Yeah.
excuse my commentary there. That looked like to be overcut by Miles.
It's like the red Peter played in the middle earlier on. From the angle I was looking
Yeah.
at on the screen, it didn't look like it, and it cut quite easily.
Yeah.
You could actually see quite a lot of it. So I think the table.
That was
just
a
the
great shot,
perspective.
actually. That shot really set up that 80 break.
Oh, look at this
when
now.
he cut in the middle and
Yeah.
to get on the green.
It's just Peter's just looking.
Lifted.
He's looking like he's the one in front here. He's gonna go for this. Thank you. Sure he will. Nope, he's running up behind it.
He played one of these yesterday and left it short. Oh, that's perfect.
It's so painful when you do that, right? And you just have to escape your own snooker.
So he really wants to hit one of those 2 reds next to the pink.
Why do you think he didn't take that yellow in the middle? It's just not the angle that we thought he
No,
had.
yeah, I think that was the smart play. He would have had to really hit it quite hard. And these middle pockets on the start tables are pretty tough. When you're putting a ball in at like a 45-degree angle of pace, they're really quite difficult.
Looks like he's maybe found something. A plan? Are those 2 reds a plan? Because otherwise he's just going to chip off the 2 reds above the pink and put the cue ball in between the brown and the yellow, right? If he's looking at this,
It's very tricky. Even if that plant's on, it's not
he
easy
doesn't
to
like
get on
it.
a colour.
Doesn't like it. A chip off down past by the yellow, I think.
You'd love to get between the yellow and brown. Yeah, exactly there. You'd love to have been a little bit to the left, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, the only
So
worry
this-
here is for Jaden's the blue, right?
Exactly, yes. He really needs to catch it thin. But so far, the errors on the safety shots have been too thick for both players. Pretty much can't hit this too thin, but he can hit it too thick. He's worried about pushing a red over the other corner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Two
no,
reds.
scratched.
3 reds on the white. Was it 2 reds or 3 reds?
It was at least 2. Yeah.
Wow.
I was watching the cue ball because it would look like it was heading straight in that middle pocket. It's very unlucky. It was a nice find, but he has left a lot on the plus
That's
side.
interesting. Our operations manager here at Rossa, Mike Lowe, is operating the Pro Score.
Right.
And he asked me just before the match, what happens when you've got 2 reds in one visit? How do you enter that on the Pro Score?
Right. Well, how do you do
But
it? You mean because there's no...
I thought there was 3 reds when he...
Peter's counting them up, yeah.
Once in a B grade amateur game in a country town in Australia, I saw a player pot 4 reds in one shot, and none of them were the red he was aiming at.
That's got to be a 1 in a million.
Yes.
I've never seen that. Yeah. It's pretty lucky because a lot of reds are flying around there. Nothing came above the center line of the table. It was a little bit fortunate there for Jaden. And he hasn't got the cue ball where he wanted it there either. So relatively easy shot to nothing back for Jaden here. He's going to try and pop the one left of the pink. But the cue ball will go behind the blue, I think. And back down to where it is now pretty much.
So that was very unlucky going in off. So it was a courageous shot.
Oh,
lovely shot.
Ooh, but it doesn't matter.
Lovely shot.
Hand up in apology a little bit there. I mean, that's also very, very nice that he's got that little kiss on the blue there. Otherwise, he might have been playing the next shot behind, to play safe in behind the ball colour.
They look a little bit tricky here. I guess that black probably goes into the left corner, maybe not the right corner.
Oh, the one above the black goes.
Well, yeah, that opens the black right up if that goes.
We can't see
No,
it on
it's
the
hard to
monitors.
tell.
Yeah,
It looks too close to the black.
Let's
That's our angle.
wow. All right. So
A little bit on the hit.
it's going to open up those 2 reds though for him. He's going to hit the one on the left, which will give him position on the red.
Should do, yeah.
You just softly roll it in. He's got perfect position.
That's a lovely shot. That's a lovely shot. So he has a chance to close out the match here.
I thought it's a bit too early to call the end of the match here, but
Yeah.
it's got to be it's in his mind. There's no question about that. Again, he's come a little bit low on the black. He's going to have to go into those reds, I think. So the only thing that could go wrong here is that something covers his line to that lone red on the left. If he goes into those reds, he should be on that one to the left, on the left side, into the corner. But he could.
Oh, he missed the black.
Missed the black. Well,
So easy to do when you need something precise with the cue ball.
right.
You put that little bit more of your energy into the cue ball. And he has disturbed those reds quite a bit. This would be looking quite juicy for Peter.
Going to make this. This is not an easy shot, actually, queuing over the red. Right. Huh.
It looks fairly straight. He must have a little bit of angle here. Yeah, not too bad.
Ah.
A little bit hot.
I don't like this.
No, that's a little bit hot. The gap that he passed through, he would have had the red in the middle and the 2 reds near the pink, but he's just gone too far.
No, he's down on this quickly, but this is not easy. Wow.
Nice shot.
Okay, great.
Lovely shot.
Yeah.
Probably a little soft screw here for one of those 2 reds near the pink.
Oh yeah, good call. I thought he had more angle than that, but you're right. It's hit that very nicely.
It's a pretty interesting frame now.
It's,
Ooh, ooh.
that's perfect there.
I think he'd love to get one of those two reds that are close to one another.
Mm-hmm. He chose to come across for the other one. So can he roll through for the? I don't think he can. He's gonna have to stun into the one you're talking about to hold the ping in the middle, and that'll open them up.
Screen I'm looking at, it's frozen again. It's just getting the cue ball cleaned. Yeah, no, he's got a slightly awkward angle there. May be able to soft screw back and leave the pink into the left hand.
Yeah, I think he might use those two reds you mentioned to hold the cue ball, and then he'll disturb them for the later as well.
Heavy screw back for the.
Yeah.
I'm
not sure he played it like that. I'm not sure he played it like that, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
No, I think he was planning on the pink in the middle next.
I think he's perfect because he's got some angle too.
I think he needs to stun up towards the pink for the other loose red now.
Yep.
Oh, he's missed the
missed black. Again, like what you're saying, the cue ball that really needed precise cue ball, and then he's not concentrating on the black yet.
Peter leads 30 to 15. I don't think he's left anything here.
No, he hasn't.
No, sure. Going to have a look down.
He's going behind the pink, behind the green with this one, I mean.
Kiss the brown.
I'm not sure.
No, that's good.
Oh, it's good. Okay.
Fairly easy safety though, but Peter, fairly routine safety. Round about half ball off that red. Make sure he misses the middle pocket jaws.
Too thick again?
It's not too bad. It's okay. Oh, he's got a good cue ball.
Yeah, it is perfect.
Perfect.
Wow. Ooh, this is tough. I don't think he can hit any red. He's a snooker.
No, he may be snookered on all three. Or he may be able to have a go at this one on the right. It looks like he's shaping up for it.
You can see that one, okay. He's going to leave the one to the middle, even if he doesn't leave that one, the one to the middle.
Run through under the top cushion.
Oh,
lovely
dear
shot.
me.
Classy shot.
Ooh.
Very classy shot. At the moment, that red on the right hand, near the right hand cushion's a bit of a saver for Peter.
Right. Because it's only going to bring him about level.
Yeah.
Taking those two red colours.
Run a bit far there.
You bump into the little screw into the pink, and then he'll be on the black if it comes off the side of it, the left side. Oh, we didn't even need to bump it.
Oh no,
missed it.
Oh, and look at the angle he's got. He had the angle there to break that red out off the black.
True, right.
If he potted that.
Is that cuttable in the middle? I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is. Surely.
So where's he going back behind the black? He's going for the double?
No, I'm saying surely he's not.
I think he wanted to knock that red away as well, but he's okay.
So this is a very interesting frame now.
Yeah.
So he's put that red back on a cushion.
And he's taking this one because he doesn't want to leave it. The other one's safe.
Not quite
I think he's left
perfect.
a shot to nothing here.
It's a fairly standard snooker safety where you put the ball 1.5 times across.
I think he's going to play this as a shot to nothing up and put the cue
Looks
ball
like
up.
he can, yes.
Oh,
Got
nice.
it.
Yeah, and he's got position. Pink. Pink to open it or just drop
yeah,
softly onto the cushion?
It's a deep screw off the pink. Oh no, it's a very deep screw off the pink.
It's gone too high to do that. Yeah.
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 Peter's safety game's so good. Well, he
But he
fancy
does-
himself
he-
to play
he-
safe off that last red.
But he needs the points. Yeah, so I think he wants to pop colour and then play
Yeah.
safe. Then if he can't shift that red now, because he doesn't want to give up the points
Yeah.
on the colour.
I've seen him in games where there's just one red left, and he really makes it hard for the other guy to get even a look at the red.
Right.
His cue ball control and pace. He'd probably make a fool of all of us and play a magnificent deep screw here.
Oh, he hasn't made it either.
Uh,
He left himself the double. I think.
now he'd be
He was a long way
disappointed
off the
at that.
pink. Yeah.
So only 8 the difference.
So Jaden can play this double as a shot to nothing as well.
I don't know whether he'll play the double.
No, he's not playing it.
I think he's got a good cue ball there.
He could cue ball, but
Maybe I'll take the
Snooker.
long red on, but I don't think he can cut it in the middle.
I'm not sure he's going to want to risk
No,
anything at this stage here, because it's everything. All the colours are open. So if he misses the red and leaves it on, he's probably done. That's what we'll be thinking. So but he might,
I
he's
think
attacking.
he'd be pushing the red down and back up again into ball, like thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Good call. Oh, and he's got it nicely behind the black as well. What a shot!
Beautiful shot. That's what I mean about when there's just one red left.
Yep. Yep.
Because at this stage, it's a little bit like playing cannons. You play the cue ball at a spot, as if you're only controlling those two balls.
Right. So he feels like at home
Yeah,
playing that kind of
yeah.
game. Yeah. And the middle pocket's in the way here. I think to be able to hit that past the black, right? So he's got to come the hard way around it. And this is a tough hit. This is a very tough hit.
Not so much be worrying about hitting it, it's leaving it on. Nice shot.
So he hit that. He
Yeah.
just grazed it. Okay.
Nice shot.
Is it all ball Mississippi that you're playing here in these
We're
rules?
playing 2 foul and a misses, and then the third time it's not a foul and a miss, as long as the player makes a genuine attempt.
Right.
So we're not playing the game where the player can actually win a frame with one good snooker.
Right. Which can more
Yes,
often happen
can
at the
happen,
amateur
yeah.
level. Yeah.
I think he snookered him again.
And he played that very, very, very quickly, very confidently, right? Yeah, if it goes 2-2, I'd have to fancy Peter a bit, just because of his experience. But this is long from over, this frame, I'll be
Yes.
honest. I mean, Jaden just needs a shot and it could be all over.
2 cushions, probably with a little bit of left-hand side.
So what about this situation where it's a different shot? He's already, and he'd missed the last one. It was a miss, and then he hit it, and it only counts if it's consecutive on the same shot.
Yes, yeah.
It resets after that.
Yeah, so after 2, then the third one, the player can have the player play again from where it lies, rather than replaced.
Right.
Or he plays it, or the player plays it.
Right. Okay.
A little bit further to the left.
That's pretty good to me, actually. So he needs to go a little bit lower. So hit the cushion a little bit further down, right? Because he came inside the ball.
And I heard,
Should have it now.
it's not an easy one to leave it safe, though, if he hits it.
He wants to kiss the red to the side cushion, right? That's what he's trying to do. Oh. He was closer,
He was
but
very close, and
he's going to hit it
close
this
to the
time.
green.
But it doesn't go back again, of course, because of what you just said.
No, that's
so
twice it goes back. Now it's
twice it goes back.
Yeah.
Okay, so it can be 12 points in
Yes.
fouls.
correct.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Yeah. So now it won't get replaced this time.
He's going to hit it this time. I almost, if I was him now, I want to miss it the same again because you'd be leaving it safe.
Yeah.
If he hits it now, he could push it over the middle
Yeah.
pocket,
That's why we have that rule that it must
making
be
a genuine
attempt.
But if
But if he
he
missed
did
it-
the same again,
yeah.
it would be a genuine
It'd
attempt.
be
right?
a brave referee to say that wasn't a
Right,
genuine
right.
attempt.
Bit more pace in it as well because if he goes past it, at least it's going to be safe. He's done that, exactly that. With a bit more pace, it would have been very safe.
close.
I mean, this is a shot to nothing for Peter here. I don't think the pink's in the way for the shot to
No, I
nothing.
think he's fine. And he's leading by 24. So he just needs this red and a colour.
You saw what was coming here when you saw that situation, right?
Yeah.
He's really taken Jaden to the cleaners with this one ball situation.
Overcut.
He's missed it on the pro side so that he's not leaving anything when he missed it. And he's got another hook. The snooker, I should say.
Yes, I think he does too. It's been quite a few shots now too, since Jaden could see the object.
Yeah, it must get a little bit disconcerting after a while. When all you're
May be
doing is-
able to just nick it.
What's it?
You nick it, oh, he's playing it off the cushion. Well, has he got lucky with a snooker in return?
I think it goes between. I think
Yes,
he can
no,
see
he's
it.
got a gap. So big chance for Peter here to make it 2-all.
What's the difference? 24 now. What's that? Oh,
it's red and that colour.
Yeah, it's one colour and then it's game safe.
So yeah, the
25,
green would
27
put him
on.
28 ahead.
Yeah. Let's go for the pink.
Oh, pink.
Interesting choice. Obviously, the green would be running down to the bottom cushion. Oh, okay. It's just basically
Good shot.
putting it into the frame.
Yeah,
Those extra
31
3
ahead.
points means 2 snookers, right?
Yeah, 2 snookers. 1 snooker to tie, 2 snookers to win. Probably try and nick the yellow across. Oh no, he's going to play safe.
Is Jaden going to come
And
back?
another snooker.
Yeah. He's got the run of the table now. This all goes back to that blue
Yeah,
Jaden missed, remember?
yeah.
I mean, if he'd put that in and put in a 30 or a 40, it could have been 3-0.
Almost another snooker. But tricky here. Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, it's
Good shot. That's all he could do.
Yep.
Oh, there's a foul.
Ooh, 1 snooker.
Don't think it's a free ball. Now 27 the difference. Jaden can force a respotted black. He can pot out the colours. Don't think it's a free ball, but the referee's going to check.
If it was a free ball, what would he be
No, there's
thinking
really
about? Playing the black to win?
maybe playing the black. Yeah,
Because it's a shot to nothing, right? Just
it
leave
is. Yes,
yourself on
yeah.
the
He
black
could leave him some.
or on the pink. Yeah. I think it might be a free ball. would have been big if it was for.
Yeah, well, that'd be huge.
It's
Suddenly,
like-
from needing snookers, the other guy can win the game. I wonder what's going through Peter's head now while he's sitting in his chair.
and the last shot he played actually quite fast.
Oh, yeah, there we go. He's giving it to Peter. That'd be a
Not sure
smart
about
move.
that. Oh, really? I mean, you can see the whole ball. I mean, and he's put him in a hook or a snooker like just about every time he's come on the table. He hasn't done it now. It's basically frame ball again, right? Needed to win the frame again now.
Interesting.
Still massive favourite Peter here, but
Yes,
there's a
definitely.
doubt in it. Whereas before it was like, okay,
Yes, but it's almost yellow ball game to get to a refloated black because all the others are on their six colours. You'd think he'd be playing this as thin as he can, but
I'm surprised
no,
Peter
going the
just
other way. Thick. Oh, that's a good shot.
I'm surprised Peter just went at that yellow as well, because if
Yeah,
he got
yeah.
closer and left it in the jaws, suddenly he's on a respotted black. This is a square. He could put the cue ball in the top pocket if he comes behind this. But he can hit it. He can hit it directly.
This might be snookered.
Yeah, it's like he's got him again. Yeah, it's close. I'd like a camera shot behind that. Actually, I think he might be able to pop this. You know.
Oh, where's the cue ball? You almost got lucky there. The cue ball kissed that green a bit thicker.
Again, frame ball.
This looks like a very difficult putt.
And
Probably goes.
cue ball is it's going to be not easy.
Yeah, as well. Very hard to control. It's very thin, so very hard to control the cue ball.
He's gone for it, and he's got position. Is it behind the blue? Oh, he's all right.
That's a very good shot.
It was. I didn't think he could spin it behind the brown and,
No,
and the
very
green
good
like that.
shot.
And it wasn't as thin. It obviously wasn't as thin as it looked
No.
to us here, but it was still a great shot, I'm sure. Oh wow. So just to go on your calculations again, right? It's going to be a respotted black if he makes all
Yes.
four colours, right?
A very exciting response.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just a couple of rolls too far.
I remember
Shouldn't worry him though.
actually, yeah, I mean, if he's got to take the pink as a long shot, that's added a little bit of doubt back in here. It's not easy. I think Peter won his first match when the first the first U by Fang event. He won it on a respot.
He may have done. I can't remember.
I remember the chap he was played the pink in the middle and didn't get position on the black, not realising.
Yes, yeah.
Remember that?
Oh yes, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. Wow.
Oh, a bit of drama.
Yep. Go back to that shot where Peter played and
Yes.
fouled on the green. He hit it quite quick.
Quite, bit careless.
He was 7 in front, wasn't he?
Yes.
Or 4. No, hang on.
27 in front.
And then he gave away the 4, so that
No, 31 in front.
he was 31 in front. So in his mind, Jaden needed 2 snookers, but then maybe, and then then when he did that, he realised, oh, it's tie. And so, kind of probably going to see the classic side to side on the with the black and the cue ball. I remember when this happened to Peter in that game that I was referring to. The guy went for a double.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember that now.
He was
in the
almost
old
out
days.
in his first match of the first event. One of the favourites, and he's almost lost in the first match, right? and the guy actually had him. All he had to do was pop the pink straight in the middle. He was ball in hand on the pink, scoot back for the black, but he thought he didn't need it, and he was only 7 in front when he potted the pink. Now he's played the side to side.
And not so long ago, they used to double that black down onto the ball cushion.
Yeah,
but nobody does anymore.
They like to leave them with a tempter. Because going for the double in the middle is as dangerous as it is beneficial.
So yeah, exactly.
That's a smart shot. He's played twice across.
Yeah,
he played that purposely.
1.5 across you go on those. You might go side to side again here.
No, he's played it long, and this won't come up over the middle. It's okay. But that could have come up over the middle.
That's a good shot.
It is, yeah.
Because this is a much harder safety now.
So you've got to pump it around 3 cushions.
Whether you stick the ball on that cushion or you more likely run it through the ball cushion, you just can't control where the black goes.
Right, and that is dangerous. No, he's okay. I think he's okay. He's going to sit on the top cushion.
Oh,
that was dangerous. That was
there.
dangerous, yeah.
And this has left a difficult safety.
Right.
This is
Would you
really
do chip off the left-hand side as we're looking at it?
Terribly hard to do.
Yeah, to hit it thin enough.
Yeah, if it's a tiny bit thick and they're both in the open.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't know what he'll do there.
Could you double it back down onto the bottom cushion by using the side rail, and then just leave the cue ball over on this on this side, on the right-hand side as we're looking. He wants the black to go where he's pointing his cue.
Is there, yeah.
It's all about.
It's not easy.
He's got to concentrate on the black ball now. Just forget the cue ball.
Yeah,
cue ball's probably going to run.
Get a good black
in the open, but get the black back down on that bottom cushion, and he should be okay. Because the cue ball won't get anywhere near the bottom cushion. So as long as the black's good.
That's what he's tried to do. He's tried to get the black down in the middle of the wall.
Yeah, he's come short. So this is, but again, Peter's going to do that.
He'll have
hit
a go.
It thin, right? He's going to aim it thin and you know.
And I think he'll have
might go full-blooded.
And he might play it with a little bit of running side to get his cue ball down to the middle of the top cushion.
Hit it soft. Oh,
he's got it.
Ow.
That'll be a big relief. 2-all. Very exciting.
That was a very good pressure shot to put that in.
Very exciting.
An easy shot. You'll be thinking, but yeah, he wouldn't have wanted to put himself on all that.
No, all that extra pressure. Just a reminder about our sponsor, Fang. They make delicious dumplings. They've got outlets at Raffle City, Century Square, Q Hub, and a new outlet opening soon in Takashimaya. Very good supporters of Q Sports here at Singapore, Singapore and at Rossa. So 2-all, we've got a very exciting game. Players bump fists for a deciding frame. The referee racks the balls. It's probably 50-50 at this stage. Jaden's advantage from that early 100's been wiped out with Peter's big break.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to favour Peter slightly now.
He won't be happy with that. He's caught that way too thin. He won't be happy with that at all. 3 reds in the open, a couple more that'll go.
Sure.
Good shot.
Yeah, and find his way through the bunch there. It's a nice angle. It's just pretty much a stop shot.
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, he's stunned in there.
Very nice.
Yeah. He had a perfect angle on that, yeah.
He won't go in the pack yet, but Ronnie would look at this pack and say, good pack. This is
You
a
reckon
pack.
that's a good pack?
Yeah, this is a pack that you can get into. You just don't want, you want that solid wall of reds across the
He's
bottom.
underhit that. I'm not sure he's even snookered himself.
Yes.
No. Ooh, if he's...
Oh, well. He'd be disappointed.
I'm not
with
sure
that.
what happened there. Just a little bit straighter than they wanted to be, maybe.
Might be able to
Behind
get
the
the
blue.
cue ball, yeah, might be able to get it down there, nice and thin. Good shot.
I mean, Peter will be happy to coming back to this, to be honest.
Very. He would have been looking at an easy 4 or 5 reds there.
Mm. Yeah,
Has he got one?
he's hit that thin.
No, it's
He's
right
hit that
over
thick
the
as well,
top.
sorry. He's hit that thick. Felt thicker than he wanted to. No easy position here though. Unless
No,
what are
you
you going to do? Play
Probably look for
cushion
the
first?
pink in the middle, but I don't think he'll play cushion first. I think he'll just play to leave the pink in the middle.
Yeah, cushion first would have been running the cue ball in
Yeah,
the wrong direction,
yeah.
wouldn't it? And he's held for the pink relatively easily. Oh, straight back in then. Peter will be disappointed with
Yeah.
that safety shot. Because it wasn't that tricky, the safety.
No,
Didn't
it
get
wasn't.
behind the blue.
Oh,
Oh, this has got all the makings of a final frame decider already, right? I mean, you'd have Jaden down for that shot. I should think more than 9 out of 10.
yeah,
It'd be like 9.6 out of 10 or something.
definitely.
Anything can be missed at this stage, I think. Peter's just carrying on here. Business as usual.
Yeah.
Can't believe you let him get away with those blue jeans though.
We're pretty casual here at Russell for this level of tournament. He's wearing a Rosser polo shirt. Jaden's wearing one of the Rosser athlete polo shirts. Nice.
Yep. So that red's obviously blocking the black to the other pocket. So he's
Yeah,
now.
so he'd really like to get that red at some stage.
Well, now I don't know how he's going to get on the black now. I don't think he can.
And I think yeah. And no pink as a backup. Now he's looking down the board colours. Probably the blue would be the one to plan for.
Yeah, and it was tough because of that red. Because he had to pump it with topspin
Yes,
rather
he
than
did, yeah.
stun it. Because
Yeah.
that red was exactly where if you're going to hit centre ball to make sure of the pot, that red was in the way. So he needed to spin it, and that's what supposed him to.
So nothing in it, 16 to 13.
And that was literally one ball too far. If he was one ball shorter, he'd have had an easy way to get on the black rack. And it's really pinpoint position makes.
Here's a game of millimeters.
That's where the pros just make it look too easy, right? Because they're in that right perfect spot all the time, more often than not.
Ooh, courageous shot. Well,
He only
it
was,
looked a courageous shot, but he has
Right.
got a tough red.
he was only going to leave the one he was going.
Yeah.
That's too thin it's too much angle for the one in the middle, I think. So it's the tough one along the top rail, and of course there's no color.
Mm.
So it's probably going. He's probably going for safety here, or a shot to nothing on the cut. More likely leave it over the pocket, right?
Yeah, dangerous.
Well, he's going for it. He's going to give it some pressure, some power. Is he trying to screw back behind the black here?
I don't think so.
I don't
think he's
that's
playing
possible, is
it. No, he's hitting it low because he's going to play a lot of right-hand side.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's stunning
wow.
back.
What
Stunning
a
out.
shot that was.
Lovely shot.
That power and that angle. Be nice to have the blue on the spot, but I think it's a little bit too risky, isn't it? Just you fancy him to pop the blue, but
It's hard to see either player making a big break here with the black only going in one pocket, no pink and no blue
is he
at this
playing the blue?
stage. He's playing the yellow and screwing back.
Oh, ooh, yeah. Ooh, that one's gonna hurt. But like you said, it's nothing
No, it's not.
easy to.
It's not inviting for a frame-winning break at this stage. Yeah, of course, the balls can develop very quickly, but
I mean, to even get down for a ball color off this is tough. Oh, this is a good
nice
shot.
shot.
I didn't even see that.
Nice shot. Yes, now if he can leave himself that red, does it go past the other red? Oh, he's just looking now. I think he's decided it does.
Squeeze past the one on the top row. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It must be pretty tight. These are my least favorite kind of shots when you got to squeeze past the ball.
Yeah.
It's in your mind when you're playing the shot. Suited very well. And he
It looks
played it
like he
in the
has to
pocket.
play that other red on the top cushion.
Yeah. It's too straight, you mean, to do anything else?
Yeah.
It's fairly close, so as long as there's a decent angle and he doesn't have to hit it hard, it should be okay.
Not too bad. Looks like he got a little angle.
He's trying to work out where he wants to be on the black now for the next red. Looks like that one at the top of the left of the bunch there goes in the middle. That's what he's looking at if he makes this. And he's come good for that, I think. Or he's
I
not.
think his preference would have been to screw into that group, though. But that's not on now. I don't think it's on.
He's too low, you mean?
Yeah.
So what does the one at the top go? Or he's got no choice but to try and dig
What
in?
he's gonna do. He doesn't know what he's going to do either.
Yeah, it's got a funny angle maybe, whereby the screw back could just miss that
Yeah.
on that left side, right? As it,
Yes, look, I don't know. This is looking a little bit like what we used to call catch 8 and get out. As you
take the points and
take the points and play safe.
well, I think you're right. Oh, he's going for the bank. I think because the bank's a shot to nothing.
It is a shot to nothing.
Or double, I should say.
Yes.
Nice. And now what's his angle like? Better.
Not
No?
much better. No,
Same?
it's about the same.
Yeah. It's usually how it goes, right?
Yeah. Catch 16 and get out.
He's digging into it.
Probably even thinking of some screw around the table, but it's very, very hard.
I mean, even if he does, it's not, what does he screw around the table
Yeah.
for? They're all blocking each other, right? He might be able
Unless
to
he plays up
get into it.
for a back double on that other red.
What's he doing? What was that? Was that a miscue? It was a miscue. Must have been.
I glanced away at the wrong moment. I don't know what happened there.
I think he just miscued.
Oh,
Yeah, mean, because that was not, that's not a safety shot, right? And
He
you
could have
know-
played, he could well up towards the blue spot and back doubled that other red and put his cue ball in book. So now we've got pink on the cushion, black on the cushion, blue awkward.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah. Jaden's got the advantage with a 21-point lead.
Peter wants to get things opened up.
Where's the cue ball? Oh, it's just snuck out. Oh, and that red came back down to disturb that bunch there. Didn't do any damage, but could have.
He's left the red, but there's no colour. Isn't there?
It's not too
Oh, he
bad.
can relay the red up by the blue. Yeah.
He may be able to get you go up for the blue.
Oh, I didn't. I was meaning this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I didn't realise that one had gone so over the pocket like that. Can I take the pink off the cushion? I can try and
Try to, yeah.
Hmm.
So if I was Jaden, I'd be quite happy about those three reds in a bunch and the pink and black on the cushion. Peter will want to force him to disturb that bunch of three reds.
It's just a little sort of
And just screw back a tiny bit. Got a ball,
Yeah,
that's perfect.
perfect.
And now the pink's
Open
out.
the pink up. Nicely
So
open.
this is a dangerous shot here for Jaden. Pink's now potable, and if he disturbs these three reds, anything could happen.
Makes a very well. I mean, I'm not sure what he was trying.
No,
Can we
he's
do-
trying to
come up
come in
onto the back?
behind the loose red, but that's miles away. That'll be going back. That was miles away.
It needs to go a lot lower, but then the brown's in the way
Yeah.
for that shot, maybe.
I think that's what he wants. He wants to nestle up against that loose red behind it and not disturb the group of three.
Yeah. Really. And even if he leaves it, worst case scenario, it's not the worst thing because he still has the three. It's a much better effort, isn't it? It's a really great try.
Yeah, good try. Don't know how he gets closer than that.
Because-
He almost hit the middle pocket jewel in.
Right. I think that's why he was so far off in the first
Yeah.
place. Because of that.
You want a little bit of running side off the first cushion and you want to disappear before the second cushion.
Yeah.
It's trying,
If he plays it softer, it might
it's going a
disappear.
different way now.
It's on the side. Did he have to check it to do that?
Yeah.
I think that's the side to go, but with a bit more check. But no,
Yeah.
but it's not going to go back
Very,
again.
very hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, 12 points the difference. 38 points the difference.
So Peter's going to try and drop this in the middle, do you think? Or it's too risky? It's just short of being a nice shot in the middle.
It is, yeah. I think he's having a go.
Got to put some power into it to come out for the pink. It's got to almost stun it off the cushion to get on the pink. I'm wondering whether he might try to play the black out. I think he did. Oh, he probably played for the pink.
Yeah.
And he's all right. He's
He's
done
not
all
too
right.
bad.
Yeah.
So easy for something to go wrong. If that had hit the jaw and disturbed those three reds, and
He's
they
come back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know what Jaden will do here. to pink.
Too much check.
That's that red on, but not really a lot of damage.
Gonna try and get on the blue. It's the only ball to have a nice angle to split the reds. Or yellow then.
Yeah, it's a more natural. Normally, it's a more natural angle to break a bunch of reds off the yellow or the green, but he hasn't quite got the right angle on either of them here.
It's too straight on the yellow, and the blue's in the way. But if you place the green with like a punch round 2 cushion shot, I think the blue's in the way. So can you get the blue?
Very tempting to play safe and let the other guy break those reds up. Unless he can get into them, there's just so little advantage. Looks like he's taking the iron.
I'm taking the blue.
Is he?
Oh.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he really wanted to get into that bunch.
The angle, right? So he's going to be the one to open them, which
he'll only just tickle them though. I think he'll be heading down for behind the yellow on the ball cushion down in that corner. Nice and thin.
And now the scores are pretty much level, so it's advantage to Peter again now.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's left of a shot though.
Oh, I mean, tough shot though.
Yeah, I mean he put one of these in earlier though, didn't he? You remember? It's like, I mean, it's a very tough shot, but he's going to go for it, don't you think?
36 to 38.
I mean, I don't like any safety. How's he going to play safe? He's straight down on these.
Can't really tell his angle.
Oh, maybe he's coming the other side of the blue and for a safety. Thought we could see that one. He had a pop. And he's got away with it or not?
Peter's got a red in the middle.
Let's put one safe on the side cushion as a kind of second prize.
Black on one cushion, red on the other. He'll be trying to slip his right up tight to the pink.
Oh, did you see the ball just drifted off to it slightly? And he'd be happy that he hit that.
He's very good at those.
Ooh.
Oh, that's missed by miles.
They're so tough though when you're
close. Yeah.
I can't see those angles either.
Yeah, when you're close, it's very, very difficult.
It's really just feeling, right, more than anything. It's not sort of shot you practice really. Although I'm sure he will be now. Tomorrow, that one's gonna be. Doesn't come up much, does it? This kind of
No, it doesn't. It's so hard to judge.
I think it was a bit more to the left, a bit more back to the left, yeah. So how does it work with referees actually in this tournament? And does Lily actually a Rossa employee?
No.
Good hit.
We get most of for the early rounds of the matches, the players referee themselves, and we have a roving referee. And the tournament director, myself, is also available to resolve disputes. And then once we get to the quarterfinals, every match has an individual referee. And we, ask Q Sports for their referees. Lily's sort of their coordinator. I give her a list of the referees we need, and the referees like working here, I believe. So every referee that has assisted us in a tournament got a chance to referee for Ronnie.
Okay, right.
So there's about 7 or 8 of them. They all got a chance to do a few frames for Ronnie.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. And you were recording probably everything.
We did, yeah. One of our cameras those tables was a CCTV camera, which goes all the time, and the
Right.
footage goes to the cloud, and it's high quality. So
And they had an additional one, so you could
yes, we
cut
did have,
between different angles.
yeah.
So Peter using his experience to grind this out in a safety battle. Again, you have to fancy him from this kind of position.
Jaden
The
has
perfect line, but
really got
under
close to these last few.
He actually had a good line on that, but it was just played too soft. No need to panic. I mean, he's still in good reach with the points. So as long as he can, and then all he can do is give away 12 points right at the end. As long as he doesn't disturb it, the cushion, he's not in not
You'll
much
be
danger.
hoping to just nestle against it.
That's probably why he underhit it somewhat.
Yeah.
He didn't want to bring it off and give Peter a shot. It's almost the same shot, right? A little bit closer. Taking full advantage of knowing the rules well.
Yeah. That one's hard enough.
Yeah.
I think it'll slip by.
As long as it goes topside, he won't do any damage here. Or less damage than bumping it
So
on the underneath.
12's the difference now. A little bit trickier for Peter to get a nice snooker here.
Yeah, what do you like? Pushing the red to the top cushion or going with the cue ball up to the top cushion?
I'd like putting a cue ball down on the top cushion, even if it leaves him a long tough pot. But there's no black or pink down here to take advantage of a long tough pot.
So trying to get behind the yellow.
Yeah. This is not easy to play safe.
Yeah, you could go once across, sort of the 1.5 across
Yeah.
type of shot.
You've got to make sure you avoid the double kiss.
It's not straight enough for that though, right? You need the double kiss usually. Yeah, it was close though. But because he hit it too thick,
Yeah.
he wanted to hit it thin.
Oh, has he got a snooker? Not quite. Very close. Must be close. Inviting the referee to have a look.
It's a little swerve to catch it thin. I mean, might pop this.
He might be able to put it.
So it was a little too much swerve, and if he hit that blue ball full, it could have been in big
fairly
trouble.
lucky cue ball there. Having to bridge over the pink. This is not easy. I mean, he likes something because he's left on it straight away. He's obviously got a quick safety in mind.
Yep.
Yeah, good shot. It's definitely advantage Peter here. 16 points. Peter can win the frame without the black and the pink.
Right.
Jaden can't.
Oh, it looks in. Ooh. But it's giving Jaden a chance. If he can make these four colours with the red, then Jaden can play safe on the pink and grind it out. So still game on.
Got a right hand side on that to hold it up.
It's actually not landed very nicely there. He needs the
No,
rest.
no.
Unless he takes the blue, but it's not straight enough. I think. So he's got to get the rest out. Play the pink, play the yellow. There it is. It's going for the blue. All right. It's going to screw back and take the yellow in the green pocket.
You may be able to, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a great shot. But he's got
A little bit of overcooked. 10 the difference.
Can he just sort of stun that back up? Yeah, he's the way where the cue is now, so it's gonna be a tough green. Sure, gonna be a tough green. For the sake of one roll of the cue board, he's got a very tough green now. You got to, yeah. I think if he misses it, if he goes for it and misses it, could be all over.
Yep.
You couldn't blame him if he played safe here, but I think he's going to go for it. Well done.
Nice shot. Oh, we might have got an okay kiss there.
It's going the wrong way for the blue, though, right? Leave himself a long blue. So roll it in soft. This is a tough blue, though.
Yeah, if Jaden gets the blue, he only needs the pink. Peter needs the pink and the black.
Right. This is a training blue, isn't it? It's kind of shot he'd probably be training quite often, actually.
Oh, and he tried to get a good pink.
He's safe.
He's gotten away with that. Very interesting. Peter won ahead.
They both need pink and blue. Blue and pink. It's not safe.
No.
But position to pink.
An unusual shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing there, to be honest. I think he wanted to catch it a lot thinner, and the cue ball would have travelled a lot further. Yeah, I mean, what you do here, go for this, and then go for it and play safe on the pink. There's no choice, right? Nothing else to do.
Yeah, I think you've got to have a go for it.
He's looking about where he wants to play safe on the pink from. Wasn't close to that.
No, not really close.
And
Brave man to roll this in the middle.
yeah, and there's not much benefit to it, is there?
No, it's not.
Yeah. It's not an easy safety either.
No, there's not easy snookers on, really.
What's he doing here? He's going for it. No, he's playing safe. Did he try and move the black with that?
No,
Sure.
I don't think so. I think he's just focusing mostly on getting a good cue ball.
Yep.
Jaden will probably take this on.
Play it thin.
Yeah, just play to bring the cue ball back down to balk and have a go at it.
Yeah, you're right. This went full-blooded, but
Yeah.
tried to get a good cue ball. So what's the difference in the prize money on this?
1,000 for the winner, 400 for the runner-up.
Oh, so this $600 on
Yep.
these two balls.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
They'll be given their cash immediately after the game finishes.
Still use cash in Singapore.
They do for the finalists. Everybody else gets pay now or
Do they?
pay la or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
What's
So
the,
now Jaden's only needs the pink. Peter needs pink and black.
So
Very
Jaden's going to play
early.
for it
Yes.
with that blue.
Don't know whether he's going to play the double, the 1.5 across, the mad go.
That's not too bad actually.
Not too
Good
bad.
cue ball, yeah. Yeah, Peter's going to be
think Peter will double is the green back down to the ball cushion. Sorry, the pink.
The other,
don't
could
know.
you put the pink towards the black so that if
You
Jaden
could,
plays
yes.
safe on the pink, you have to move the black as well.
You could. That's not a bad play.
No, it's not done that. And I'm not sure
Where's
what
the
that
cue
was.
ball going? No, that's not too bad.
I mean,
Jaden will have a go at
he's
this.
going to have a go at this. Yeah.
Match ball.
Not sure what Peter had in mind there, to be honest.
I think he wanted that pink on the top cushion.
He'll be gutted if he gets this.
Oh, not close.
Yeah.
Wasn't close at all.
That's one of those as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
Do you go for it or do you play safe? He's gone for it. Oh, it froze on us. Right. He's made it. He's made it. So we got a black ball
So
game.
after all that, it comes down to one pot. Normally put this into the middle of the ball, the top cushion. Not worry too much about getting a good cue ball.
Cue ball's going to end up in the middle of the table
Yeah.
somewhere.
But he's thinking about it a long time.
That is, unless it's frozen. Oh, there we go. That's what he's
Yeah,
done.
yeah, that's the normal thing.
But it's
Oh,
drifted
it's
a
tempting.
bit far, isn't it? That's kind of a...
That'll be tempting to go. Peter's safety's normally so good that this might be the easiest shot he gets.
Might be the way why he took so long in it, because he knew that was
Yeah.
a danger.
Just got a tiny bit too thick. He's got it. He's got it.
Wow.
What an absorbing
Good
match.
smile, yeah.
Very nice match. So Jaden Ong wins his third Fang Imperial Snooker in a row. Congratulations, Jaden.
Very good stuff.
Players are going to have a post-mortem, discuss who did what. The operations manager, Mike Lowe, is standing there in the black shirt, give them their money after they decide who should have done what and when.
Do you stay live for some kind of presentation?
We don't, we just, well, we give them the money as quick as we can.
Right.
The viewers have seen what they want to see. Still 79 people with us.
Yeah, all the viewers stayed all the way. That was
Yep.
nice to see. Can't have been too disappointed with the stuff we were saying.
Thanks to everyone who watched. Feel free to look us up on YouTube tomorrow and have a look at that 100 break earlier on. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. There'll be lots more content will be coming online. Jaden Ong marches ahead in the Fang rankings. He's now miles ahead. He's now double anybody else's ranking points. And he's not lost a tournament. In fact, not lost a match here for a long time.
So
He
you have
lost
to be...
he lost in a quarter-final match to Marvin in the U-Drivers Sunday Snooker about 4 months ago. And he's not lost a match here since. Thanks to everyone for watching. We'll see you at our next Fang event.